What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm back doing more Patreon team fixing for Regulation F. Today we're working on an absolutely amazing Annihilate team submitted by Curtis. This features Annihilate Whimsicott with a little bit of beat up shenanigans. That's one of my favorite mechanics right now. A very standard core of Incin Rilla, and then an Urshi Water Lando, and I really like their Lando set because it has Earth Power and Sandsear. I think there's so many Landos that are afraid of missing that Sandsear, so they just don't put it on there. But you guys should be using Sandsear Storm. It's so good, and it makes Lando actually unique compared to like a bunch of the other like one-dimensional, base 100-ish special attackers. So I really like this team so far. This team again was submitted on Patreon. If you guys want to check out the Patreon team submission post, this is right here. If you're interested in sending me one of your teams, having it get featured in a video where I do my absolute best to fix it and make it as polished as possible, think about checking out the Patreon. Even the lowest tier, the $2 tier, gets access to all the stuff on there, all of my rentals, these team submissions posts, the Discord, all that good stuff. If we're scrolling down right here, we're taking a look at Curtis's team right here. They talk about what each mom provides, and I think they do a really good job. They talk about like Rillaboom's value, Incineroar's value. They're using some unique moves like Temper Flare on the Incin, Stomping Tantrum on the Rillaboom. But the big thing here is they want the team, because they know it's good, they know it's a generic team, but they want it to feel more unique. So I actually think I'm going to be able to make this team pretty unique. We take a look at some of these mons. Some of these EV spreads are a little bit dated. Some of them, like this one and this one, need a little bit more work. But I do think that we can actually tweak a lot of these things and give each mon like its own individual unique spin and change it to be a beat-up-esque team that actually has a lot of value. So I'm really excited to fix this team, use it in some games. So we're just going to hop right into those right now. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, let's see. This is Charizard with Fezandipiti Raging Bolt. That's so weird. I wonder if this is like a pledge team, but like Rainbow Pledge into like what? Getting the Toxic Chain to activate? Like, that's kind of cool. I don't need to watch out for Trick Room on any of these guys. And Zard doesn't get Tailwind anymore. So I think, like, honestly, I could probably just lead Whims and Bully. I think Lando is a really good mom, but I'm going to save it as a closer. I'm going to save the Lando in the back. I think Whimsicott Annihilate is really good, but I don't think I necessarily need it. I'm not that afraid of, like, leading Incin here. I think the safest play would be Incin Whims, then Ape, then Lando. So the way we can do this is we can go like Fake Out, Tailwind. Maybe does Whims have Protect? It doesn't. Well, we can even then just go like Tailwind Parting, bring in the Ape, and then just go straight into the beat up. That's probably a really good play as well. So that's a good way to do it. Similar to how we talked about like other teams that I've done fixings for, this is like a really solid team. There's not really that much that we can change without completely taking it apart, which I actually think there are some really cool things we can take apart with this team in the team building part of this video, but it's more so how you play them. I think probably my best teams in this format are beat up teams. So I think I have some pretty cool insight into what we could change to make this team a little bit better, but it's a lot more in how you play it. You don't ever really want to just lead Whims Ape unless they're really bad. And honestly, the person we're playing against doesn't have like an amazing team. We could have led Whims Ape into this and just went beat up and just one shot at this Raging Bolt, but we don't have to, and there are safer ways to play around it. Because right now we can go Fake Out Tailwind, we can go Fake Out Moonblast. There's so many different things we can do. I think what I'm going to do this turn is probably go Fake Out the Fezandipiti and go for a Tailwind. This is going to get up my Tailwind. Hopefully they're not Cloak Fezandipiti, but then next turn what I'm going to do is just hard swap out my Incin for the Annihilate, go straight for the beat up, lose the Whims to a poison attack, and then repin with my Incin to get a secondary Fake Out and already have the boost on my Annihilate. And now I'm just hoping they don't have Cloak. They don't have Cloak. Cool. And you can do whatever you want. Like, Volt Switch, we could go nuts. Like, I don't care, right? Don't care. Don't care. Right, so you see how like safe and ahead we are. We got up a free Tailwind, right? Which means even if you bring in the Zard here, I'm still kind of going to be able to get off my combo. And you're not really going to be able to like destroy an Incineroar here. Let's see what they bring out. Also, the play that I just did here really plays around like any sort of Fake Out leads they would have. I can always go Ghost Terror Whims at any of these times. So I'm really safe. This is Zard that I was just talking about. Is it going to be Black Sludge or Lefties? Lefties, cool. So that means their Terra is probably not going to be poisoned. So we're just going to hard swap out for Annihilate here and go for that big side beat up. We're probably going to lose the Whims this turn, but then we're going to be able to repin with that Incin, have the Tailwind up, the Fake Out pin, and we're just going to be in a really good spot. Here we go. And I don't think Ape should go down. If I'm looking at the Ape EV spread that was submitted, it's full HP with 76 points in SPDF. Normally I like to put a little bit more SPDF into my Apes because you have the bulk up to like cover up for the fact your defense is weak, but I think we're going to be fine here. Beat up, there it is. So we're going to be able to get this off. It's happening. So we're going to get 4 ticks, which are going to make our Rage Fist strong. We crit the beat up Lamau, never lucky. But yeah, I think we're still in like a really, really good spot here. And let's see. Heat Wave's absolutely fine. Please no burn. Please no burn. Whimsicott slashes right there. And please no burn Ape. Never lucky, bro. Of course, never lucky. Never lucky. You ever seen anyone as unlucky as me? I don't think I've ever seen anyone as unlucky as me. They trade Tailwinds with me, but now we Encore that, and then we just Rage Fist the Zard. Really sucks that we got burned. Really sucks we got burned. Honestly, quite unlucky situation for us here, but I still think we're in a great spot. We still have the Incin in the back. They have the Raging Bolt, but like I think we're going to be fine. It really, really sucks that we're burned, though. Yeah, we can just Encore, though. Encore, Rage Fist should still probably actually take the Zard out. Like, I don't know if it does, but, like, we're going to find out. And we're going to throw a YOLO Encore up here. Let's see if they protect. Ah, man, I'm so unlucky. Swear to goodness. You can make all the right plays and just, like, get burned by Heat. I think I've been burned by a lot of Heat Waves recently. This is going to do at least half. And then we should be able to pin with the remainder of the Mons in the back. Protect Zard. Cool. So, yeah, we just get to Encore there, too, then. Cool. Double Encore. At this point, then, that's going to change how I want to do this, I think. Because then I can just Encore your Zard here. Let me think about that. I'm going to Encore the Zard, and I think I'm going to Rage Fit. I kind of want to Drain Punch. Or not Drain Punch, sorry, like bulk up and start getting more and more stacks. So then when I do, if I ever did want to Drain Punch, I could. It's an option. But yeah, I'm just gonna Encore the Zard now. And we still have the Incin in the back. We still have Lando, too. So we just need to be able to reapply that tail when we need to. Yeah, I'm going to Rage Fist right here, because... No, the right play is to double Rage Fist into this... No, is it, though? They're going to pivot something. Really like that you PP max this Encore as well. I like this play. They're not staying with the Zard. Yeah, they're pivoting to avoid the Encore pin. And you don't go into the Fezandipiti because they would just protect this turn, right? Because, like... Yeah, this is great. This is going to do like half, right? Double pivot. Great play from them. When you need to break that Encore streak somehow. Let's see what they send out here as their last Mon. Torkoal. Cool. Works for me. Lando hits. Look how good Lando is against both those Mons. And Lando outspeeds that Zard if we have a Timid set, which we do. Great. Great, great, great. Special attack boost on the Raging Bolt. Encore is going to whiff, but that's absolutely fine. And 1, 2, 3. Big Rage Fist. It's going to do like half, right? This is a big, powerful move. Yeah, like, even burned, that's so much damage. And, like, honestly, we don't really need to care about that much of these. I could Protect Ape, YOLO Tailwind, bring out, yeah, I could go for that. Yep, Protect. Just go for a Tailwind, Fade Away Tailwind, and then we bring out Lando and just pin hard. And we're talking about things that we could do to change this team to make it a little bit more unique. I think Whimsicott Ape is very telegraphed, and I think there are better ways and better Tailwind setters that we could use for this team. I'm thinking Torn might be better and have other ways to proc the Rage Fist stacks. That's just something that I'm thinking of to make the team a little bit more unique and have the team have a little bit more flavor. So here we go. Big Protect up. Gonna be slightly ignoring the Torkoal for now. There's our Tailwind. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see if they're even clicking Thunderclap. Volt switch into the Ape. Cool. So they're just staying in here. So we can actually Encore them into that if we wanted to. If they don't KO us with the Heat Wave, let's say Heat Wave misses or something, we can Encore that. I'm happy that they hit us, though, because now we just get to repin with Lando, because Lando's just going to come in and solidify the game, because they're not going to be able to swap Zard in on this, right? We have super effective moves with Sandsear and Earth Power against, like, their whole team, and we know that we already do half to the Raging Bolt with the Rage Fist. So we can just go Rage Fist there, Earth Power the Torkoal. We don't need to even talk about missing Sandsear. And we still have a Fake Out and send in the back to pin. So really, really solid stuff. Even with all the unlucky Heat Wave burns, I think we're still really, really pinning them. Really like seeing that shiny Lando too. Really, really good stuff. Rage Fist should KO unless we get like a really low roll. We did about 52% with that first one. So that should KO. Don't really want to miss the Sandsear. And we should be good here. Maybe they go like Grass Terra Torkoal, but like, would they? Would they? This is a Life Orb Sheer Force boosted Lando. There's a lot of damage here. A lot of damage. Yeah, they have Zard and Fezandipiti in the back. So they could go Grass Terra Torkoal. Wouldn't be the end of the world. They used Heat Wave, which makes me think that like they have They might be some sort of like an eject pack set. I don't think they're like spexed. You know, they're not, that's +1 life orb Torkoal. That's probably going to go into Zard, right? Which is totally fine. We have the right stuff to beat Zard. We outspeed Zard with the Lando. They're going to take a tick of solar power. Like, this is fine. Like, I think that Sludge Bomb will actually just take it out. And they're going Terra over there. Okay. What Terra are you, Fairy? You have to go something that blocks the Rage Fist, otherwise you just go down. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Rage Fist is still a lot of damage. They're trying to block Earth Power, but it's not going to do it. Thunderclap's fine. That's just an extra tick that guarantees that Rage Fist takes this out. Rage Fist probably OHKOs their Zard, if I'm being completely honest. I would not be surprised. Boom. Cool. So I'm happy to see that Zard take a tick from Solar Power as well. We have an Incin. We still have our Terra. I bet I can OHKO their Zard with my Lando. If I go Poison Terra. Poison Terra, Sludge Bomb, Life Orb boosted, Sheer Force boosted. Zard has a decent Spit F stat, but like not that decent. They're gonna have. I wonder if they're gonna send out Fezandipiti or Torkoal here. If they send out Torkoal, we're gonna play it differently. But if they send out Fez, I'm probably gonna have to respect that slot so they can't go like protect Tailwind. Actually, do I even care? There's Torkoal. I mean, this is easier for us. That way, this way, I can just do protect here. Not protect here, but let's see. 2 turns Tailwind. We're always gonna outspeed the Zard, right? So like, I think I'm just gonna go Rage Fist the Zard and just protect my Lando. There's no reason to even stress about using Lando. Like, let's say I don't protect my Lando and like I double into Zard and they protect Zard and like Heat Wave me, that'd be really bad. They're making the right play here. We're gonna let them have this Burned Annihilate and then bring out Incin, have a fake up pin on the Torkoal, go Poison Terror, get a second set of Sunny, like a Solar Power tick on the Zard, and then just OHKO it. Easy peasy. Good stuff. Like, hey, this is going absolutely according to plan. Once we, Annihilape's actually gonna get to do something. That's kind of funny. I mean, I kind of wanted to go down there, if I'm being completely honest. I really kind of wanted to go down. That sucks. Okay. Because we don't know what kind of Torkoal that is. If it's not, it doesn't look to be specs. It looks to be probably some sort of setup set. I'm just gonna go for the Rage Fist into it, and I have to check this Zard. I can't do anything else. Like, I have to just get the Zard off the board. I don't know if Rage Fist would do it. They pivot out Zard. So no stress from there. Great pivot from them, by the way, going into it's neutral damage. It's Poison and Fairy. But I can respect this. Hopefully they don't crit my Lando with a Heat Wave. Because we're not going to be able to pop their Torkoal here. But I don't think that, like, Charcoal boosted Heat Wave KOs Lando. I do not. I do not think. They might even be protecting it. Never lucky. I hope they're not specs. They don't look like they're specs. That's a lot of damage. Rage Fist, big damage. Big damage still. I have like 5 or 6 hits on me. Yeah, that's great. Cool. Heat Wave hits on both. Alright, Lando holds. Even if you burn me, I'm fine. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so Sunlight fades. And we bring out Incin. So we have a Fake Out pin. We got an Earth Power pin. This should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm trying to think of how they can even get out of this. Because we always outspeed their Zard. I think we just go Fake Out their Torkoal. Earth Power. I mean, we could even Sludge Bomb their Fezandipiti here if we wanted to. But I don't want to low roll it. So I'll Earth Power it. Actually, did they Terra yet? They did Terra. They Terra'd the Bolt. Yeah, this is fine. So Fake Out here. And Earth Power here. You can pivot in Zard if you feel like it. Honestly, like, I don't think there's any real way that we lose here. Even Incin can, like, 1v2, you know, if we get the right mons off the board. So let's see how this goes. Snarl, like, on Incin is, like, really, really good here. I think it's a great choice here instead of the knockoff. The one thing that's weird about this Incin set is that you have Temper Flare, which I don't think Temper Flare is initially, like, bad. But I would probably actually just cut that Temper Flare for knockoff and have Snarl knockoff on this set that you're using. I think you get a little bit more value out of it. Pivots out that for Zard. Good play. It's the right play. It's the correct play. It's a risky play, but it is correct. A little bit of damage in the Torkoal never hurt anybody. And so you kind of see how I was talking about with like a knockoff. Being able to like knock off that Torkoal would just game ender it. Because we could just go Sludge Bomb into the Zard and like knock off the Torkoal. I think that we're fine with Snarl here. But we open ourselves up to getting crit by the Torkoal, which is really not great. We have to disrespect Torkoal this turn and just go after Zard. Hopefully we can get the KO on it. You know, Zard is relatively thick, but he's taking a lot of damage. This is Life Orb, Sheer Force, Poison, Terra, boosted Lando. Take that out. Cool. As long as you don't get crit by Torkoal, we win. Even if we do get crit by Torkoal, and Sin might actually outvalue this last 2 mons, I'd like to hit my moves. There we go. Great stuff. Maybe they have like Overheat? Citrus Torkoal. Okay, I was going to say like, I didn't ever see like or feel like a multiplier anywhere, but let's see what they're using here. Oggoff, that's a Pinch Berry. Earth Power. Okay, yeah, that's Snarl's value then. But you see, the knockoff would have been just as good. You know what I mean? Like, knockoff would have been kind of nice still, you know? This is fine. Let me think about the actual things that we have to do to win this game. I think the right play, if I go after the Fezandipiti with the Lando, I don't think Fezandipiti can actually take out Lando. I'm going to go after the Torkoal. So I'm just going to put up a Snarl because I can. And I'm going to... Ooh, I'm just going to click Sandsear. Is that bad? That's bad. That's bad. This is how you lose the game. I didn't do anything else today, though. I'm going to protect for 1 turn and see what they do about it. Battles Council, we'll take. I don't disagree with my protectors. I actually don't think I'm threatened by Fezandipiti. So, like, if you were to Tailwind and then outspeed Land, I don't think we actually lose. So, yeah. We take those wins. Great first game. I think if we're taking a look at a lot of the things the team did right, like I think the Lando spread can be slightly optimized, but really good at having that full speed to be able to outspeed base 100s like that Zard. Very, very solid. I think Whimsicott can be changed. Urshifu falls a little bit short on this team, and things like Annihilate can be tweaked, Rillaboom and Insync can be tweaked. This team's doing a lot of things right, but we can still be better. Let's go into one more game and just get some more practice. Okay, like Sunroom with like the redirection Rock Pond. I've seen a lot of this going around, so you can't really fake out it. There's not really that much you can do other than have like a ton of AoE. And like Rock Pond does a really good job of disincentivizing Urshifu. So like if I were to lead like Whimsicott and Urshifu, I'd be in for a really, really bad time. I think that Annihilate might be a good lead, but at the same time, it's really weak to Ursaluna. Whims isn't getting us anywhere. We need to get the Fardrath off the board somehow. And I think that Lando's probably our best bet for that. So Lando's really good at that. And then we need to bring something that still has a lot of value into Fardrath. I'm going to bring in Sin. And I'm going to bring Rilla this game. And I'm not seeing the value in Annihilate. I'm also not necessarily seeing the value in Urshifu. I don't see any value in Whimsicott either. But at the same time, if we can encore the wrong move, like let's say we pivot in our Lando and encore an Earth Power on that Blood Moon, maybe we can get something done. So I'll bring Whimsicott. And this is where I was kind of talking about. I think that the Whimsicott slot is the reason why this team might fall just a little bit short. I think like a Rain Dance Torn would really, really help this team. It would better enable our Urshifu. It would better enable our Sandsear Lando. I really like for this team that your Lando has Sandsear. I think so many Landos cut that for like taunt or sub. And I really think being able to just threaten people and say, hey, I can hit both. I'm that guy. It's really important. I don't know if that's going to be a Trick Room Flutter, but like this is a good board state here. I don't mind protecting the Lando this first turn. We're just going to protect Lando. See if they want to be Icy Wind Flutter. It didn't look to be Icy Wind. It looked like they're probably Specs. And we're just going to pivot in our Rillaboom. And so we're cycling Intimidates on that Rock Pond right now. If they want to trick us with this Flutter, like, be my guest. We can always go Poison Terra too and just like really, really do a ton of damage to their whole board basically. We also have like next turn, if we see a Fairy Terra here, we can do something like pivot in the Rilla, not die, fake out pin the Rock Pond so they can't follow me, and then Poison Terra Lando, take out the Specs Flutter. Easy peasy. Right, and once we do that, like we're probably fine into the Rock Pond. We have Intimidate up, we pivot back in for Insync at a second Intimidate. We're good to go. So I think it's a very, very safe way to do this. And it's not required that they go Fairy Terra Flutter, but I feel like if it is a Specs Flutter next to like a Redirector, they might do that. Okay, no Terra yet. So let's see if it's Icy Wind. Icy Wind's a good play. Nothing wrong with Icy Wind. Ivy Cudgel the instant slot, makes sense. Oof, a lot of damage. And D-Gleam, so no Terra. It's weak. Okay, it's weak. That changes things. I'm doing this. You can click a lot of things. You can click a lot of things. You can click redirection. You can click protect. You can pivot. I want this. This is the Sandsear turn. Yep, see, I don't have to respect that thing. I'm not afraid of Icy Wind here either. Torkoal on the Sandsear turn. Yo, we about to be popping off. You're gonna get a speed boost or special attack boost? It's gonna be special attack, right? You're really thick. Yeah. So Grassy Glide, big damage. It's a lot. We will get the KO here if we don't die. Speaking about being dead, we're so dead. Oh, we hold it too because Lando is the best Pokemon ever existed. Oh my goodness. Landorus kinda busted. Shoutouts to Landorus having good EVs. You know, that 4 points you got in HP, putting in work. Wonder what item was on that Flutter. It wasn't a booster. It wasn't a Specs. They changed their move. Wonder what it was. It wasn't a Sash. Alright, so Rock Pond's back. It was probably like a Pixie plate or like a fairy thing. Fairy thing, yes. Alright, so Photosynthesis into speed here. We still have not won, but that was a great turn. Sandsear is kind of nice. So this will check. This will 1v1 their Walking Wake. We have Water Terror here, not great. This is not great. All of these are not great. So Lando's basically useless now, unless I want to protect. Ooh, I can actually, I got an idea. You protect Lando. Ooh, I love this for us. Protect Lando. We're going to throw a U-turn. We're going to target this thing. It's going to probably get Follow Me redirected over here, but we just target the Walking Wake, because it's not protecting, it's attacking. It's their one attacker. We don't want to get, like, Spiky Shielded. But let's see what they want to do here. They can totally just KO this Rilla. I ain't got no problem with that, because we just want to bring out Wimps. Yeah, we ain't pivoting, bro. We can just chill here. Take some orb damage. That's value. Ivy Cudgel. Yo, we get to save this Rilla too? Dang, we're a gamer today. And you know what they say? One good Sandsear, it deserves another. And another. And another. So yeah, we're going to come in with Whimsicott here. And now we threaten with Moonblast. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go fight? Are you gonna go Fire Terror on that Walking Wake and eat the biggest Sandsear? You're probably just gonna protect and hit my Lando, but then I just bring out my Incin, and then like I think I still pin correctly. Sandsear, it has to be Sandsear, and then you went Cudgel's Hydro Steam. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go Sandsear. Come on. This is where if we had Torn. Oh man, we'd be like rain dancing too. Like, oh dude, that'd be nice. So you're going Terra. Yeah, I see that. I see this. Fire Terra? Show me the Fire Terra. There it is. They're the Sandsear. We about to Kobe. Are you gonna go Follow Me? It wouldn't even be bad. It'd be good against any other Lando. Tailwind. Let's go. Come on, Lando. Do it for me, buddy. Sandsear. Who are we missing on though? We don't know what that is. We double missed. We double missed. Yes, we did. Oh my god. I had that game, dude. That game was over. The game was over. Oh, they didn't even follow me, dude. Never lucky. Never lucky, bro. Boo. Alright, so the Wims is still up. And they flamethrowered. Right, so we can encore that. That sucks, dude. That is so dumb. Alright. Tempo Fire is not good here. We don't have... Let's see our Rilla speed. I don't know how fast this thing is because the EVs are set to the wrong level. 112? I mean, Rilla's the right play. But let's see it. You have Ivy Cudgel. What is the Incintera? Is it grass? It's water. Okay. It's not really helping us either. Have to do that. And our Terra here is Ghost. That doesn't help either. If you just protect your Walking Wake, you win. I don't even know if I outspeed you, honestly. I don't think I do. With Rilla. But let's see it. Yeah, I don't. They hit the wrong Mon! Okay, yo, we got shots here then. We do be having shots. The shots are ours to have right now. Oh god, are we gonna win because we have Temper Flare? Because we're gonna kill here. Oh! Why aren't they dead? Why don't you have high horsepower? Oh my god. This whole game is so stressful. So stupid. Alright. I can't believe that, man. Never lucky. So yeah. High horsepower would be better there than Stomping Tantrum, obviously. So I'm looking at this. I need to get my move to fail. Two turns Tailwind. I kind of want them to Spiky Shield me, because it would fail, right? And then I'll Temper Flare. Right? Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm never going after that thing. Good play. I think this makes my Fake Out fail, right? Right? Doesn't it fail? Or do I need to, like, double Fake Out? Actually, I do need to double Fake Out, huh? To get the damage. Sunlight Fades. I kind of needed that. They're going to go Hydro Steam and Ivy Cudgel. I don't think this works, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Alright, soak this. Ow. Hydro Steam, okay. Not dead. You're dead. If I crit you, I win. I think if I just had Flare Blitz here, I would win. But like, let's see what we got. You know, I don't think there's anything else we can do. They might not even have a Grass Attack, if I'm being honest. They might have just Ivy Cudgel. They might have Taunt on this team, so they might not actually have a way to hit this in Sin very well. I think Grass Tear and Sin is better than Water. Oh my god, we got the crit, but we still didn't get it. Dude, never lucky, bro. Dang. I'm going to click Snarl here in case they wanted to weave in a Spiky Shield. Double Sandstorm miss too, dude. What a game. Yeah, if they have like Horn Leech, we lose. I can't do anything about that. Spiky Shield, okay. I don't know if they have Horn Leech. I don't think they do. They're intimidated. We can still win. If their moveset is like Follow Me, Spiky Shield, Taunt, which is a lot of them are running right now, and Spiky Shield, Follow Me, Ivy Cudgel, Taunt. Yeah, they won't have Horn Leech. See it. Power Whip. Oh, God, yeah. And we just got hit by a Power Whip after missing 2 Sandsears. You know what? Like, I tried my best, but, like, this is where I do think that, like, Water, Terra, and Sin, especially in a meta dominated by, like, Ogre Pawn, Raging Bolt, I don't think it's the play. I think anything you would actually be getting off having Water Terra, you'd probably be able to get off of Grass Terra. Like, what are you getting off of Water Terra? You're getting, like, rid of your weakness to water. You can do the same thing by having, like, a Grass Terra. And so it's that weakness to Urshifu. You're still mitigating it with that Grass Terra. Also making it so you're better against Incin. You're better against things like Rillaboom. You don't want to gain a weakness to Rillaboom either. So I do think that Grass Terra would be slightly better on Incin. Just my 2 cents. And let's go into some team fixings. Let's go check the rental code. And like I said, I don't think this is a bad team. I think some of the EVs can be like slightly optimized. I think a lot of the team is done well. I think the 6 Mons are picked pretty well. But if we take a look back at the rental one more time, I think it's very, very standard. I think Fire Terra Ape is still usable, but we can actually make that into a more defensive Terra. I think that would be a better Mon for a water type because like we just talked about like all the Mons that are abusing with water attacks are all physical. Things like Ogre Pawn, things like Urshifu, things like Rilla are punishing water types. And the fact that we have like bulk up and like a big chunky, big HP and big defense stat on Annihilate means we can actually bulk that stuff out a little bit better. So if we swap those Terras around, we'd have a little bit more value. I think Whimsicott brings a lot to the table, but I don't think that it's enough to really help out the Landorus. Because remember, Landorus is a Pokemon that they really liked, they wanted to build around. I think that there are better things we can do here. So if we go into this, the first thing we need to do is set all these to level 100 because EVs are set differently than they are at level 50. So set these to level 50 here. And then what we're going to do here, I'm going to just go over my idea. If we take a look at the team submission post, right, one more time, they talk about Whimsicott providing Tailwind beat-up support for Annihilate. Encore is good. Moonblast is good. It's not wrong. I think there are better options, but it's not wrong. Annihilate, very, very standard. They said they got an EV spread from Moxie Booster. We're going to tweak this EV spread. I think that EV spread they're using is very dated, so we're going to tweak that a lot. You did it out for 10 for Flare Blitz. We would have won if we had Flare Blitz, by the way. But I think that Knockoff would be a better option on this set, and actually taking those 20 points out of attack and putting them somewhere else would be a little bit more valuable. Rillaboom is pretty standard. I don't like the Stomping Tantrum, so I like the high horsepower. We would have won that game if we had high horsepower too. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Stomping Tantrum just isn't enough damage. You're not going to be able to outvalue. You'd actually be doing like more damage with like Grassy Glides or like Wood Hammers, even in resistive mons, than like super effective Stomping Tantrums, in my opinion. Let's go. Urshifu, very, very standard. I think that Mystic Water is very dated. You don't need this anymore, especially if you're not like enabling with like a Rain Dance or anything like that. And they say they really enjoy Landorus. Once again, it's a generic set. Doesn't do anything too crazy. We're going to make it do some crazy stuff, and it's a good team. I want it to feel more unique. So what we're actually going to do here is make this team incredibly unique. Feel free to disregard any of this information, but this is what I would do if this was my own team that wanted to feature Annihilate in a cool, unique, creative way with Landorus. So that being said, the first thing I want to do is trade out this Whimsicott for a Tornadus. Now, you may be thinking, if I take out Whimsicott for Tornadus, how am I going to activate my Annihilate's beat up? Well, honestly, you don't really need to enable Annihilate. They can actually just swap in, take a hit, Drain Punch, bulk up, take another hit. You're set to go. Annihilate's just a good Pokemon. You don't need to go beat up strats. But we do have one way that we can, and that's Urshifu. If we give Annihilate a defensive terror that mitigates damage from Searching Strikes, even a full attack investment Urshifu only deals about 30% to Annihilate, right? If we have like an Urshifu and Annihilate right here, and we give ourselves like a Grass Terra, we're probably going to be rocking like something like 204 with probably like, 28, maybe we probably have like 52 points here in defense. We're doing about 30% off of all 3 hits, and we get 3 ticks. So what are they going to do? They're not protecting to stop Urshifu. They're swapping in like Ogre-Pons. They're swapping in to mitigate damage. They're swapping in the Rillas. We're going to get 3 ticks of our Annihilate, one-shot the things that come in. Urshifu's going to take out the next thing. Knob's going to take out the next thing. And we're really, really good here. So that being said, going back out here, I think that like making this Urshifu into a little bit more like value defensive set, giving ourselves like better weather control so we can have like Rain Dance so we can enable here and mitigate damage here, right? Really, really good stuff. Mitigate damage here. Sorry, like fire attacks here with Rain Dance. Really, really good stuff. So the first thing I like to do is get all my moves right. Don't need the Stomping Tantrum. I really like the addition of the U-turn here. I think if this was my team, I'd really maybe put the Vest on the Ensign. That's what I would do here. And maybe just take out Parting Shot for U-turn. I like that set a lot. But I think if you want to keep the Rilla with the AV, I don't think you need Woodhammer. I don't think you need Knockoff either. I think high horsepower might just be a really good way to do it. You could also think about putting like Drain Punch here sometimes, because this would help us break things like King Gambit. So it'd do just as much to like a King Gambit than like a high horsepower would. I also think there are sometimes options for just putting back like Woodhammer on it. I think those are solid options. That being said, high horsepower is better though than Stomping Tantrum on this Rilla, especially because we're not like max. We need to do as much damage as possible. I also think personally, when I like to use Rillaboom, I like to make them 0 speed reduced, so I can actually lead them versus Indity. I can safely lead this versus Indity and know that my terrain's going to go up. This lets us put a little bit more points in some of these other stats. Another thing with Rilla is you really kind of just can max out your HP, just because like you have all these extra points. A lot of people, I mean, honestly, no lie, no joke, no smoke. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with this. I think people look at these team fixing guides and they think you have to go like crazy with all these defensive EV spreads and mitigate this and mitigate this. It's like, no, I want to hit the speed tier that I want. I want to hit as hard as humanly possible with the moves I know I want to hit with. And I want to mitigate some damage, but you don't need to mitigate everything. This Pokemon's made to be a sticky mon that comes in, fake outs, U-turns, repins. You don't need to 1v4 with this Rilla. You need to like enable your teammates to do well, and then like maybe trade 1 for 1. So I think this is absolutely fine. If the Rilla goes down, cool, you get to bring out something else and just continue winning the game. Tornadus, I like to build this guy with, let's see what we got. We're going to go Protect here. We're going to go Tailwind. This is the same as Whimsicott so far, but now we have Protect, which is really nice. And then we have Rain Dance, which I think is going to be very, very valuable on this team. And we're going to be able to go Bleak Wind here. So we're going to be enabling Bleak Wind. We're also going to be enabling our Sandsear Storm. Really, really good stuff here. And then on this guy, you may be thinking, oh, you could sash it just like Wims. I actually think Cloak is better on like just ladder. I think Cloak is a lot better. You can also just keep your Flying Terra instead of going Ghost. You're not wasting your Terra. You're wasting an item, which is a much easier resource to waste instead of your Terra. And that way, like, you can just click 2v2. Wrong button. You can just go 2v2, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And you may be thinking, like, why aren't you sashing it? I think there's a better place to use your sash. You still want to be full speed here to be able to outspeed Ogre Pawns. Very, very important. So you can enable your Urshifu better. Incineroar, we'll get to a couple other things about that tournament in a sec. I think that this would be better off as knockoff. And honestly, if you wanted to cut either the knockoff or the snarl, this is just my opinion. I think you could cut the snarl here because you have the parting shot. I am a huge fan of Protect and Sin right now. I think it is such a good set. You come in, you go for your fake out, and then they're like, I'm going to get that Incin off the board before it can parting shot, or I'm going to get the Incin, if they parting shot, I'm going to nuke whatever comes in, and you just drop that Protect, and they like doubled into it because no one runs Protect and Sin. I think it's so good right now. I highly recommend it. I think it's really, really solid. I think that, again, Grass Terra is very good here. And going back to this Rilla, I think you'd be better off with Fire Terra, just because, like, you know, it blocks Wisps, it blocks all the fire attacks, and then, like, if you have Grassy Train up, it's mitigating damage to Earthquake as well. So I think it's very standard, but it does work. As for this Lando's really good, but the one thing you want is you want to be able to cut that up into 244, 444, just a little bit better. So that 1 point in special attack that you had is not worth the same as 1 point in each respective defense, right? So 2 is better than 1. This is just a little bit safer way to do it. But the Poison Dare is right. This is a good way to do it. I really like that you have both Earth Power and Sandsear. Very, very good stuff. Now, as for this Urshifu, I think it's doing a lot of stuff right. I like the Aqua Jet, I like the Surgeon Strikes, I like the Close Combat. I thought about making it Scarfed, but I think that the Sash is much better here. This is going to be that mon. A lot of people still use Sash Urshi Dark. Sash Urshi Water is just as good, and it's so safe because we're actually going to make this guy Ghost Terra. And now, when they leave it there in Sin, they're like, I'm going to fake out that Urshi. I'm like, you're not. Or I can just go like Terra into our Annihilate. Even if we don't Terra the Annihilate, we're still only taking a little bit over half, which is just going to be enough to, we can Drain Punch that way into like an Incin or something like that, especially if they give us a Defiant proc, right? So we're going to be able to get all of our Rage Fist stacks still too, and we're able to play around Fake Out. So I really, really like this. The last thing here is you want to cut this up into a 244, 4-4 here. Same thing we had on the Torn. Really, really solid. I think you're going to get a lot more wins off like Sash, Ghost, Terra, Urshi Dark, or Urshi Water than you think. It's going to be able to mitigate damage from like Rillaboom, Grassy Glides. It's going to be able to block those Fake Outs, block those E-Speeds. A lot of people using those Prow Spam teams, they go hard into Urshi Waters. You're going to be able to block a lot of that stuff, and I think it's going to be very, very nice. So you can enable your Urshi with Rain Dance. You can enable your Torn and Lando with Rain Dance. And these two are just like the glue that holds a team together with like an Annihilate that's like commanding board state and making it so they can't cycle in their Intimidators with the Defiant. I really, really like this team. The last thing I want to do is change some of the EVs here. I don't think you need to be full HP on Annihilate just because it's such a high base. I think something, let me pull up my phone, because you want to optimize it for leftovers recovery, which means we have to divide it by 16. All right, so let's see. Pulling up a handy dandy calculator. I think it's not 212, but I'll plug in 212 first. No, it's probably like 214 maybe. It's 214 divided by 16. No. 216 divided by 16. Nope. It's not 218, is it? Is it 210? I'm going 208 divided by 16. All right, 208. Gotta go all the way down to 208, which it's just not that bad. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So this makes us optimize our leftovers recovery. And then from there, I like to put, so this is where Moxie Boosted had, you usually only need to get to the bump, which is right here, right? So the bump happens once like 135, 136, so you would get an extra attack there, right? So it goes from 152 to 154. It's an extra attack stat, so you don't really need that much more than this. This Pokemon's still going to hit really hard, and we make this guy like crazy bulky. I'm talking like crazy bulky. And if we're to go back to this damage calculator, we're going to have like 180, 36. It's not as bulky, but like we're still not doing like that much damage, and especially if we make ourselves Terra, we're only doing it's a 4-hit KO, so it's like we're not ever gonna like dumpster or intimidate or annihilate with this. make this guy into a Grass Terra again. I like Grass Terras a lot right now. I think they're very, very good, and especially because of the Rain Dance here, you can mitigate your weakness to things like fire. So I really, really like it. I think it's going to be a lot better, and it's a lot more unique. You only need 4 points here, in my opinion. Actually, you know what? We're going to drop this down to a 244 and give ourselves 12. This is going to make it so if we get like a Bleakwind Storm or something like that, we're going to be able to outspeed base 100s by 1. So we're going to be able to outspeed base 100s by 1. So things like Volcaronas, Galarian Zapdoses, Salamances, things like that, we'll outspeed them by 1 if we can stick a Bleakwind and get that speed drop on them. So really, really good team. What we're going to do now is just go play a game with it, see if it works after the changes, and if we can go for that beat up into our Annihilate, that's going to be really, really cool. So here we go. So this team's kind of weird, but like it's probably not going to be AV hands. It's probably going to be some sort of setup hands. Big Trick Room energy over there. I think the best play that we have is actually to try to OHKO this Giraffe. Maybe not OHKO it, but like deal with the Giraffe. And this is where the Ghost Urshi. I'm vibing with this. We're going to go Ape, right? Because you can't fake out that. And we're going to go this. You can't fake out this either. And so we're going to have both of these guys up, and then I honestly think that we can kind of break that Rhyperior. I wonder if they're going to be Gambit. That's fine. They can't do anything about it. I'm trying to think what we need to do there. I'm trying to not lose to Rhyperior. So I'm going to bring the Rilla, and I'm going to bring Lando here. Here we go. So Giraffe and Ape, so they're going to go final Gambit strats. And that's not going to work here. Rage Fist doesn't do anything to that thing. But, like, yeah, I think I can almost even bulk up here. I'll just go for a Drain Punch. It's static damage. And, Ghost Terra. I don't think we get the KO here, but because they're probably Citrus. But this is a lot of damage, actually. Let me think about that. Yeah, no, this is fine. This is okay. Yep, because we can't Drain Punch. Sorry, we can't Rage Fist that thing because it's normal type. But if we almost could. Yeah, we're just going to go for the Drain Punch. Ghost Terra, Surging Strikes. We're fine. And then they're going to get their Trick 'em up. We're going to weave in a Protect. They're going to be stuck with a slow Ape. And we'll be fine. Fairy type, so we could have hit it. Final Gambit's going to whiff, though. Big damage here. Let's see if it's Citrus Berry. Yeah, not doing that much. Pinch? No. So there's the Trick Room, but now they're slow here. So now this guy's going to get to go first, comparatively. So we're going to be able to just go for a Rage Fist there. Can't Aqua Jet right now. There's no reason to Protect. I'm actually going to Surging Strikes the Ape, I think, because they're stuck using Final Gambit. You know, if they want to pivot it, be my guest, but like we're gonna be able to KO here and KO here. They can't threaten both these mons with a Far Giraffe. So the Ghost Terra Urshi coming in hot.
Yeah, that's right.
Ghost Terra. Right. Someone dropping the follow. We're not even live, yo. We're just recording this video on YouTube, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Any follows on the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel, either of those, greatly appreciate it. They're thinking right now. They're like, yeah, Magmar and Rhyperior. So Rhyperior's down. That's game. That's just game. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Weakness policy. I don't care. Do not care. Do not pass go. Ghost Terra Urshifu. Kinda busted. Kinda just nice and busted. We can get that guy off the board. Let's think about how I want to do it, though. Oh, I'm doing it. You can't tell me not to do it. I'm trying to think. They have Rage Fist. I'm actually just going to bulk up, and I'm just going to Surging Strikes this Magmar. It's fair. Fair way to look at it. Because like we just don't need to go down to the Annihilate right now. They're stuck using Final Gambit. Like they could have Shadow Claw, I guess, but I think that we're still fine. Nothing they can really do about it. They still have their Terra. I guess they can go like Grass Terra Magmar, but like Annihilate don't care. Ghost Terra Urshi don't care. There's the Follow Me. Cool beans. Free bulk up. We take those all the way to the bank. Surging Strikes is gonna be able to finish off this guy. It's obviously Eviolite. And let's see what their Choice Scarf Ape's doing. Shadow Claw? Oh, they got the Flame Body. Nice, nice. Yeah, so they give us a tick of Rage Fist. Appreciate you, friend. And we're burned over here. We can still take out the Far Giraffe, though. And then we're just going to take their Ape out. Cool. You know how cool it would be, though, to like do my Surging Strikes into my Ape now that I'm burned? I do even less damage. Give myself all the Rage Fist stacks. It'd be kind of nice. There's the D-Gleam. It's not going to do enough. That's another Rage Fist stack on my Annihilate. We're going to be able to OHKO them, and then my Urshifu should be able to finish off this Far Giraffe even though I'm burned, and we get the win. So we didn't really use that much of like the Torrent, so I'm going to go in another game, but like we were able to use the Ghost Terra Urshi to straight up win the match in a situation where like it probably wouldn't have been winnable otherwise. So pretty good stuff. Oh man, is that Cleavor? I wonder if there's going to be Sunny Day there somewhere. So Sunny Day is either going to be on Torn or on Flutter. I'm going to try and lead Annihilate Urshi into this with a mid-game Torn and a late-game Lando. That's what we're going to try here. So are you clicking Sunny Day? You probably are, right? And I want to deny Tailwind. You can click Sunny Day. You're allowed to click it. I'm letting you click it. You can click Sunny Day. That's all you. That's Sunny Day. That's all you. There it is. Yeah, nice. Nice. There's so many people using Anti-Venom Sunny Day. So we're letting them Sunny Day. We're side hitting our Annihilate. We're almost OHKOing there. Stone Axe is absolutely fine. It's going to break our Sash, which sucks. But we can just Aqua Jet right here. And they have a higher priority than us then there. Rage Fist here. I'm going to Aqua Jet. I don't want to get Weak Winded. You can Tailwind. At this point, I think like Annihilate's probably just going to win the game. That was sick. Yeah, you can Tailwind. I can't stop you. I thought that was going to get the KO, but honestly, you're probably Sash anyways. Oh, yes. We take those. Cool. Big damage. Annihilate kind of nice, dude. Kind of nice. What do you got in the back? In Sin? I don't care. Thanks for the Defiant boost, buddy. Appreciate you long time, good friend. Cool, so we just need this Urshi to go down. So we'll just protect here. We need Urshi to just go away. What's the best way to get Urshi just to dip? I want them to take my Urshi out. I'm trying to think of a board state in which I can force a win. I'll see what they do. Fairy Terror. Whoa, okay. They got Urshi. I mean, I can't do anything about that. Take out Urshi. Oh, they have Terra Blast. Okay. Fairy Terror, Terra Blast. What a gamer. I think I'm just going to double into that slot. No, I'm going to go after the Instant. Nice. I don't care. Yeah, this just lets me bring out my Mon that I want to bring out. You done, bro. You done. Fire Blitz is... I don't give a shit. We got good Mons back here. We go Tailwind. We go Sandsear. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, bro. Oh my gosh. Twice as nice. So we did everything. We did literally everything in that game, bro. We did the side surging strikes, let them Sunny Day into our Annihilate. Annihilate cleaned house, right? And then from there, we still brought out the Torn and we're able to go for like the Rain Dance boosted, what is that? Sandsear Storm. I think that's like super cool. Like you're not going to see this everywhere else, right? So you remember the whole goal of this team fixing was to feel more unique. I don't think it gets much more unique than like side surging striking your own Annihilate and then just like sweeping someone, right? It's pretty cool. So hopefully you like these changes. If you do like these changes, let me know. I'm going to be sharing this with them on Patreon. And if you guys have a team you guys want featured in a video like this where I use it in a couple games and I do my absolute best to fix it, clean it up, let you know my thoughts on what I liked, what I didn't like, and then give you my take on how I would play the team if it was my team. Think about checking out the Patreon. We're still doing this. Just scroll back a little bit. You'll see this post. It's every single Patreon gets access to this post. This is $2 tier. You get access to the Discord. You get access to pretty much everything. I'm trying to help as many people as I can this month before I go to my next set of regionals. You know, we're going to Vancouver, we're going to Indy, we're going to Orlando, we're going to Los Angeles and NAIC. So I just want to help as many people as I can before I go on my trips. And if you guys have a team you want me to take a look at, let me know so I can get started working on it. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to use the initial rental that was submitted, that's right here. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.